Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rochelle and this is Hi guys, welcome back to another video. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great start to your March and happy midweek. Today I'm going to be doing my cash stuffing for my financial goals. If you guys missed my March budget breakdown, I will link that in the cards above. And in that video, I did mention that I'm putting 1,300 into my financial goals for this month. So as usual, I have it here in placeholders. So I have 500, 1,000, 1, 2, 300 in placeholders. Now, another thing is in that video, I didn't break down what money is going into what envelopes because I am going to be rearranging some amounts. Well, basically all the amounts in my financial goals. So if you guys are new here, I am a travel nurse and I do have a job as a per diem nurse. Now my travel nurse is supposed to end, my travel nurse job was supposed to end this month. And then either I was going to do an extension or go to another travel job. But my plan for the year is to completely stop working my travel nurse job by June. And then I'll take the rest of the year off from travel nursing. And I'm just going to be working my per diem job. Because the rates right now are really not that great. And as a travel nurse, you do have to duplicate expenses. So I do have to pay for somewhere to live back home. Plus, I have to show that I am paying for another apartment that I'm living at when I am at my travel job. So because of that, I'm going to be taking a break from travel nursing. Another reason is because in the fall time is when my daughter starts her cheer. And every Sunday she either has a game or she has to go to a competition. So it's just not going to be feasible for me to do a travel job at that time. So because of that, I am going to be rearranging the money that are in my financial goals already. So I'm just going to go through them with you. So for my financial goals, I do have my Smile, which is the money that I'm saving for my implants for my teeth. I have my emergency fund, property, house, and buffer. So because I'm stopping my travel job, well, I plan to stop my travel job by the summer. I do want to have my emergency fund fully funded. So for my fixed expenses, I do have 1,800 every week that I pay for monthly, my monthly bills, plus my 1,800 plus 400 for my annual bills that I cash stuff every month. So that makes $2,200 every month that I have to have in order for me to pay for my bills. So times 6 months of that, I should have at least 13,200 in this envelope. But I do want to have extra because of course I'm still gonna have to buy food, and if I don't have a job, I'll still have to find another job and drive to places. So this is why my goal for this emergency fund is 15K. And as of right now, we have 8,300 in this. So I have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,100, 200, and 300. So we are actually gonna fully fund this today. How am I doing that? I am pulling money out of my property envelope and putting it in here. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and take all of this out. And I'm going to take the money out of property. So for my property envelope right now, I have 10,000, 100, 200, 300. So I have 10,300 in here. I am going to put this savings goal on hold, mainly because I want to focus on getting my emergency fund fully funded. I am putting this as kind of a last savings priority because it's just not feasible for me to save for a property right now. The interest rates are going up. I don't have enough money or budget to pay for a house on my own. I am the sole income earner. For, of course, me and my daughter, I'm the only one that is earning money for to pay for our living. So this is why this is going to take a little bit of a back burner right now. So I'm taking all of the money out of here. So we'll put all of this in this cash tray. And I am going to fully fund this. So we're going to take the 10,000 and then the 5,000, and this makes 15,000 going into this emergency fund. So we can go ahead and color the rest of this. Okay, you guys, so now my emergency fund is fully funded at 15,000. So we're gonna put that back in here. I'm going to take this out and put it away. Now this property envelope, I'm still going to be putting money in here, but as of right now, it's not going to be specifically for property. It's going to be a savings envelope, and whether or not it goes to a property or not, and we'll see how that plays out in the future. Now house, I am also going to fully fund this. As of right now, we have 1,000 in here. So some of the money that was in the property, I am putting in here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4,000, and then this 2 500s makes 5,000, and that is the goal for this one right here. So let's go ahead and color this in. Okay, you guys, so this is what it is. This is now going to be fully funded at 5,000, and that is this money here. So 1, 2, 3, 4,000, and 2 500s makes 5,000, and I actually do have a 5,000 placeholder, so we're gonna go ahead and switch that. Yes, so I have this 5,000 placeholder here, so this is all gonna go back in here. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put this 5,000 placeholder for this. So this is the money that I was saving to buy furniture for when we do our renovation. We are basically we already have our final blueprints. We're just waiting for to submit it to the town and then start the renovations once the blueprints have been approved. So this is now fully funded as well. Okay, so next up is buffer. So for my monthlies, I'm actually going to be changing the way I cash stuff for that. So how I was operating it was that I am usually a month ahead. So the money that is in the bank pays for the bills for the current month, and then the money that is for next month's bills, I cash stuff in these envelope. So that is why I have my monthly envelope, which is right here. So this has $1,800, which I was supposed to take back to the bank to pay for March's bills. But instead of doing that, I am actually going to pull this money out and put some of it in buffer, because I realized that it doesn't really make sense for me to do it this way, because I'm already cash stuffing money that I've already made. So it's not like I'm using money that I haven't made yet to cash stuff every week. I do my budget on a monthly basis. So everything that I make for the current month, I don't touch. I budget that for the next month's bills. So instead of pulling the money out every week to cash stuff in here, I'm just going to leave that money in the bank to pay for that current month, if that makes any sense. I realize sometimes I feel like I'm not really great at explaining things. So this was the money that I was saving in here that was supposed to pay for March's bills. Now, the money that I've made for February already is in the bank, right? And I was supposed to take 1,800 of that and cash the 450 here every week. But what's the point of doing that? I could just keep that in the bank to pay for the current month. And I'm going to end up putting this and putting some of it into my buffer envelope. So every month whenever I pay for my apartment, I pull it out of my buffer instead of my monthlies because it's not really a monthly year-round expense, if you know what I mean. I only have to pay for an apartment when I'm doing a travel job, and so that's why I don't count it as a part of my monthlies. So I'm taking this money out. We're gonna put it in this tray, and then we're gonna distribute some of it in buffer and in another envelope. So monthlies is now gonna be empty. I'm not gonna be cash stuffing this every month anymore or every week. I'm just taking the money that I am budgeting for the month and keeping that in the bank. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If it doesn't make sense, you guys can leave a comment below or a question, and I will try to answer it as best as I can. So now for buffer, I do want to have the money in here to pay for my apartment for the month of April and May. So I've already paid for my apartment for the month of March. My contract was supposed to end in March. Now, I did do an 8-week extension, so that means I have to pay for my apartment for the month of April and half of May. So I've already talked to my landlady, and she quoted me for $1,500 for April and May. So that is what I want to have in this envelope. All right, so with that said, I currently have $500 in here. So I do want to have it fully funded to pay for my April and May rent. So I'm going to add $1,000 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. And then 500. So this makes 1,500. And instead of keeping it in cash, I'm gonna put it in the bank. So this is going to be 1,500 in placeholder. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a 1,000 placeholder here. All right, so I have 1,500 now in. Hi guys, so my phone just completely rudely interrupted me. I ran out of storage, but I believe the last thing I was saying was I exchanged this 1,000 for a 1,000 placeholder. So now I'm gonna have 1,500 to pay for my apartment for April and May. And I actually was gonna put it into buffer, but you know what, I think I'm gonna put it into my monthly envelope, because since I'm not using that envelope anymore for the monthly, I think I just would rather store it there, keep the buffer money as just straight buffer, and then general savings in the property envelope. I'm gonna want to end up buying more envelopes, but as of right now, this is what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll just put sticky notes on them for the meantime. But this 1,500 is going to pay for my apartment for the month of April and the month of May. The monthly bills that I pay for is no longer going to be cash stuff in here. It's just going to stay in the bank. So this is no longer going to be a monthly's envelope, but my apartment rent envelope. So yeah, I think I might just put some stickies in here just to explain it better in my next cash stuffings. So that was that. This is going back to the bank. Next up, I was saying that I was putting 1,000 into Smile, which I already went ahead and colored, and then I realized that I ran out of storage. So in here right now, I do have 500 and 600 in placeholder, and I'm going to add 1,000. So we're gonna go ahead and take this money plus some more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50, 800. So that's 800, 900, and 1,000. And we're gonna switch this for a placeholder. So we're gonna put that to the side and grab a 1K placeholder, which I already grabbed before. So now Smile has 1,000, 500, 600. So 1,600 is now in Smile. All right, and then leftover we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and $700 in placeholders. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take 500 of this. So that should be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to switch this for a full 500 placeholder. And we're going to put that inside property. But now this envelope is going to be a general savings as of right now. Whether it goes into property, to a property or something else, we'll see in the future. But as of right now, this will be a general savings. And then this 200 placeholder, we are going to go ahead and put inside buffer. So now buffer is going to be strictly for whenever I go over budget in any of my envelopes. This is where I'm going to be pulling money from. All right, so I think that is it. I do want to just go back because now we have these 100 placeholders. I want to go back and switch the paper placeholders that I have in here. Let's see. I think that's all of it. So I'm just going to switch this 100 for this 100. Oh my gosh, if I can grab one. Okay, so here's another 100. And so let's see, I don't have any paper in here, nothing here, nothing here. All right, let's see what we have here. No paper there, nothing there. We do have one paper here. Oh, actually we do have two. So I have 1 and 200 in paper placeholders, and we're going to switch that with 2 of these. Okay. All right, and I have one more left. I just want to see if I do have paper placeholders in this binder. I'm so sorry if this video is messy. I feel like it is, but actually these have the 100 stickers, so I'm okay with that. I just mainly wanted to switch the ones where I wrote the 100 on them, but I think we should be set. We'll just double check. This is okay. Okay, so here's one. So I'm going to switch 1 and 2 of these for the ones with the stickers. So 1 and 2. I have one in here, so we'll switch that for, actually I'm going to use this one. I think this is all cash, all cash. Let's see, electronics. We do have one here, so we'll switch that for the one with the sticker. And I believe that is all of it. Yes. All right, so this is all the written ones and the cash. Okay, you guys. I'm so sorry if this is so messy. I feel like it is, but let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and keep these and put this back here in case I need it for a future. All right, and then the rest of this money is going back to the bank to go into my high yield savings account. All right, guys, that is it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.